Today I'm flying Japan Airlines business class from Tokyo to Hong Kong, and thanks to a late aircraft change, I've ended up on the Sky Suite III, a seat that's proven quite controversial among reviewers. So on this 4.5-hour flight, I'm gonna find out if that reputation is deserved, or if it's actually a great seat for this route. Let's find out.
Hi fellow travelers, welcome back to the channel. It's bright and early morning at Haneda Airport and I'm heading to Hong Kong today. I'm flying Japan Airlines business class on the Boeing 7879, and this version of the plane has Sky Suite III, which you also find on quite a few of other JAL's long-haul routes. Well, as I currently have BA Gold and hence One World's Emerald status, we are using the dedicated first class check-in here. Then we'll head through the fast-track security and immigration, which is such a good experience. Well, as we have BA Gold status, we're spending some time at the JAL First Class Lounge before the flight, which I've reviewed in full on the channel already. So if you want to see the sushi bar, the rest suite, and the massage chair, click the link up here. Here? Maybe here. But now, it's time to finish the champagne and head to the boarding gate. Our gate is 137. Looks like it's going to be a bus gate. So it looks like I missed the start of the Group 1 boarding. So just join the queue now. Traffic jam on the tarmac. We got to wait. Well, one of the good things about bus gates is that you get to see the planes. Here's our Boeing 7879 Dreamliner. Right, holding the plane now. Even though it's a bus gate, I have to say it's still very well organized. Here's our seat, 13K. So we have just boarded now, and here's the cabin. The Sky Suite III layout is 1-to-1, with all seats facing slightly away from the aisle in a reverse herringbone design. There are 52 business class seats total on this 7879, and it's a fairly high density layout. And you do feel that when you look down the cabin. The 1-to-1 layout does make sure that everyone has direct access to the aisle though. But the seat looks clean and modern, lots of straight lines and a subtle grey color scheme. It's very Japanese in that understated way. So let's do a little seat tour here. So first impression is that it looks quite sleek, but once you settle in, the seat is actually a little bit narrow. It's just 20 inches wide, which is noticeably tighter than some other airlines. Now, because it is a short-haul flight, there is no amenity kit. However, they do provide you with some slippers, which is really welcome. Well, let's check out the menu. I have just browsed through here. You actually have to choose either the Japanese meal or international cuisine. The deep fried chicken thigh looks very enticing, but I actually prefer the black pork and wagyu beef hamburger steak with ginger sauce. So I'm going for the international cuisine. I was really hoping for something Japanese, but I think I prefer the international one. You've got a 17-inch high-definition screen, but it's fixed in place. So if you recline, then you're not looking at it straight on. There are electrical sockets as well as a USB socket, so that's gonna be really handy because I got to charge up my equipment as well. There's a little storage area here, so you can put little things here, maybe your mobile phones and my camera. And here is the remote, so you can control the screen either by touch screen, or you can also use this remote. There's all these seat controls here, so you can adjust the red eye, everything.
Just above the remote control, you've got this little reading light. Simple, but it does the job. Now, this is the footwell. I've heard a lot of other flyers aren't keen on it, but I'll check it out properly later when I turn the seats into a flat bed.
So just like everything in Japan, there is the instruction booklet to show you how to work the Sky Suite III.
After what felt like a small eternity taxiing, it's finally time for our plane to take off.
Well, if you are flying from Tokyo to Hong Kong and if you would like to see Mount Fuji, then sit on the right hand side. The IFE screen is reasonably large at 70 inch. However, controllers has a very outdated user interface. It seems like it was programmed in the last decade. Almost got a old Windows feel to it. So I'm just checking out the movie selections. It seems mostly is Asian movies. There are not many recent Hollywood blockbusters, so beware of that if you choose to fly with JAL. So the FA has just come round to set up the dining table. I'm really looking forward to the meal because I've heard so many good things about in-flight dining with Japan Airlines. So one thing I found that is really good on Japan Airlines is that they have free Wi-Fi. And that is not just limited to messaging. You can actually stream videos and other things. So let's see if it works here. Just connecting. Connect to internet. Takes a while. Interesting. On the domestic flight, you get free Wi-Fi for the whole flight. But here, you only get like a free 1 hour plan. Beyond that, you actually have to pay. Let's connect the free 1 hour plan anyway. The internet is definitely not as fast. They can't load any YouTube thumbnails here. It is definitely much slower, but it's definitely good enough for messaging and posting Facebook or Instagram photos. So before the actual meals, they have given us some rice crackers and the beverage. I've got the champagne. The champagne today is the large Peugeot Tradition Extra Brut, and I would say this is not on par with the Joseph Barrier that we had in the first class lounge. So my meal has just arrived. It looks really good. This is the black pork and Wagyu beef hamburger steak with ginger sauce. Well, I have to say, you don't get a meal like this with BA in the Club Europe. This looks so good. Let's try the prawn salad first. Lovely garlic paste there. So try this duck ham with orange sauce. It looks so good. Let's try this tomato poha. The texture is a bit like a pate, but it's actually made of tomato. Right, let's try out this black pepper and Wagyu beef burger. Right. This is actually an excellent burger. The hamburger actually comes with some chutney, which is really tasty as well. There are some fresh fruits as well, which is nice. Well, what's better way to end a meal than with a green tea and some Haagen-Dazs ice cream? Nice. Well, I just finished the meal. I have to say it's pretty good. It's probably as good as any short-haul business class meal that I've ever had. I would say actually it's on par with a Club World flight with BA. If you've been enjoying this video, please put the like button. And if you aren't a subscriber yet, please consider doing so and ring the notification bell. I've got a lot more flights video on my channel, so you don't want to miss out. Okay, it's time to turn this into a flat bed and see how comfortable it is to sleep on this seat. Right, I just turned my seat into a flat bed And frankly, it's not that comfortable as sleeping. I'm only 5'6", but my foot can actually touch the end of the footwell, so I imagine anyone taller will have problem with it. There's also something weird with the flat bed. It seems to be reclining down and then it goes up a bit, so the angle is a little bit uncomfortable. For a short haul flight and you just want to have a little nap, probably it's okay. But if it's a long haul flight, it's probably not that comfortable. Well, we're starting to approach Hong Kong now, so it's time to reflect on this flight and the Sky Suite III. Overall, I enjoyed this flight. It was smooth and the service with the crew was top-notch. The food in particular was excellent. Easily the best I've had on a short-haul business class flight. As for the seat itself, there is decent privacy thanks to the reverse herringbone layout, and the cabin looks sleek and well maintained. However, the narrow seat, the awkward footwell, and the limited storage means it's not ideal for sleeping. Having said that, I did manage a good 1-hour nap, so overall it's still fine. Finally, the entertainment system and the screen setup feels really dated. I didn't really bother to use it. So overall, I would say the Sky Suite 3 is a solid product, but Japan Airlines can definitely do better. If you're on a short day flight, just a few hours, and just want to relax with good food and good service, I think then it does the job. But if sleep is your priority, you might be left wishing for a bit more comfort. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. I've got more flight review videos like this on my channel, so why not watch one next by clicking here or here. See you over there. Ciao. Welcome to Hong Kong.